The writings of Melody. God, the Creator. God the Creator. Today we will talk about God the Creator. To do this we will use two means of obtaining data, one the human mind, center of thought and reasoning. This tool is very limited as a finite mind cannot grasp something infinite, and one heart, center of emotions, less limited than the previous. Our mind tells us this about God. In the beginning there was nothing, and that nothing, an entity that created the creation, emerged. At that entity we call God. The dimensions of the creation, it is infinite elevated infinity minus 1, because we must not forget that creation is based on the nothing. The nothing has a dimension of infinite elevated infinity. That means there is a part of creation which is not created, it is belonging to the nothing. Within creation the Creator created several worlds, dimensions, and universes, and within life. One thing we must make clear, God is the only, nothing that has created. It is the only one who can do that, nobody else. God is everywhere, in creation. In any direction we look, this it fills everything. God exists. Why? Equals I exist because I, and through my mind and heart I am talking about it. He is my Creator. That's enough to prove its existence. On the origin of all things is it. Through our heart we can say the following. God is love. God is light. God is wisdom equals intelligence plus love. We can experience God within ourselves, reaching the lighting. This is true, if we silence our mind and let our heart acted, our being is filled with love and light and enter into a state of complacency, the lighting. The experience is hard to describe. Some mystics have tried, put his experiences in writing, and he has lacked the words. Emotions are more close to God the mind. Other idea, experience God his creation through the creatures that has created. Creation consists divine substance. What is different from matter and energy make other worlds, dimensions, and universes. God is above the good and evil, time and space, because we must not forget that these are parameters of the human mind. You need to locate and operate in this physical universe. Physical universe equals it is a part of creation. This within creation, its dimensions are infinite elevated infinity minus 2, i.e. it is immense, but less than the creation and nada. It originated at a point that scientists call Big Bang, and it is in full expansion, like all worlds created by God, as we have all and nothing for expansion. Within the physical universe, there is a lot of objects. At the moment we have described the following: galaxies, nebulae, stars, planets, moons, etc. In a galaxy called the Milky Way, Orion Arm, in the solar planetary system, this our Sol, a yellow star, and the third is the accompanied planet Earth from the Moon. Forming a wonderful binomial, because on this planet exists life. Another thing you can guess is that everything is in motion, nothing is static, from the smallest particle of an atom, where the electron orbits the proton, until the galaxies. We must not forget that the Moon turns on itself and around our beautiful blue planet, and this also turns on itself and goes around the Sun, taking with them the Moon, and the Sun rotates on itself and traverses its orbit, leaving the solar system with him, not to mention speeds, which they are very large. In a word, only we can say that God is creating super groovy, our mind not enough to know its magnitude, it is so immense that we miss in its immensity. Observation: when we said the nothing an entity appears, I think creation, I came all a mind that might arise and create more entities creations, so in this case we should call the nothing God has created these entities. Ultimately there is only God creator of everything we see and not see. Summary. Of the nothing, God created the creation. God is the only which can create something from nothing. Nobody else. God fills all his creation, it's in everywhere the creation is God. Inside of the creation, God created the worlds, dimensions, universes. And inside, from them the life. The dimensions of the creation is, in infinite elevated infinity -1 and the nothing in infinite elevated infinity. This means that the creation is contained in the nothing. God is love, light, and wisdom equals intelligence plus love. Gods, experiment the creation across the creatures that has created, and we creatures as he created by, 2 we can experiencing to God inside us. The physical universo this contained on the creation and his dimension is, in infinite elevated infinity -2. It was created from a point, which scientists call Big Bang, and how the creation, 2se expands, is growing, evolving. We could say much more, but I think that's enough for now. More forward be returning speak of God, we must never forget then if we exist it is because, he created us. The writings of Maludi has the goal of exposing ideas in order that humans reflect on life. For some these ideas are valid, will not for others. But the main thing is analyze and gain knowledge. These ideas is so taken from the perspective of the human mind, so they are limited.